Y'all ever had seen a fight that was just a masterpiece to watch? Like rather it's anime, an action movie, WWE, in gaming, or whatever the case may be. Has there ever been a fight that left you in awe? Because I can tell you for a fact, that fight for me is between Kratos and Thor. This fight right here, y'all not listening, this fight right here, man, oh man. How everybody feeling today? It's the first video of 2024, and we gonna start the new year off with a banger. I am your host, TTG, and this is the Clash of Gods, Kratos versus Thor. Before we start, I ask that you show some love real quick. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because we are on the road to 1K subs, but can't get there without y'all. Also follow me on my social medias in the description. But enough with all the promotion. We gonna go ahead and get into what they call the meat and potatoes. Jumping a little ahead in the story, we gonna go right to where Kratos and Atreus are coming back from well, this. Fight back, nigga! Fight back! Fight back! Mom. And now they going to bed, having a nice, good sleep.
What was that? Your ball.
We see a huge man outside of Kratos' house. Pause. And we see a nice little companion on his hip. None other than Mjolnir. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And the big Aesir himself. Not the little Aesir, the big one. But we ain't fighting. He just want to have a drink and talk. So we invite him in, and as he's entering, you see two ravens come right behind him. And these two ravens, if you don't know, these are basically Odin's eyes whenever Odin isn't around. And they names are John Solo, help me out real quick.
Hugin and Moonin.
So you see the raven talk to Thor, and they go get the bigger dog. And when they do that, there's a boom, boom, boom.
Knock, knock, knocking on the wall.
And you see the ravens go and transform into this man's tattoos on his arms. That is by far one of the most fire shots I've seen. I mean, Odin design, he just fired. Tattoo on the side of his face, like he just cool. And Odin comes in, he gives a little speech, and he tries to convince Kratos to make a deal with him. And it's funny to me how Odin is in here talking for like 5 minutes straight. Kratos haven't said a word. But when Kratos do talk, the only thing Kratos turn around and say is,
no.
But obviously the Allfather don't like that, so he look at Thor and says, don't take all day. And if you playing this game, you already know a fight finna happen. So you get ready for the fight, you know. Obviously we gonna go outside, we go get away from the crib. Mjolnir is carrying Kratos away right out of the roof of Kratos' home. Thor flies straight to Kratos. This man palms Kratos' bald head. Look like this man is Michael Jordan in him, caressing this man's head. And he slams Kratos into a battlefield. Now Thor's hammer has dropped, and he ain't just holding his hand out to call it back. He snaps his finger to bring the hammer back to him, and I love that. And they start duking it out, y'all. Obviously Kratos is holding back, and Thor knows Kratos is holding back. So as Kratos is fighting Thor, Thor's trying to beat Kratos into the God of War. Like, how do you beat a man so hard, pause, that he goes back into being a killing machine? And I ain't gonna lie, Thor is giving his boy Kratos hands. And I guess Kratos had enough, because he did his best Craig impression from Friday and smacked Thor with a brick, which Thor loved, by the way. And his love for the fight, it just always just a chef kiss. Great to watch. Thor throws Mjolnir at Kratos, and I don't know if y'all are familiar with Thor, but Thor's the only person that could carry his hammer. And I can hear some of y'all now, well, TTG, technically Thor isn't the only one that could carry. Be quiet, you know what I mean. In this scenario, Kratos can't carry Thor's hammer, so Kratos is trying to fight off the hammer, which he does. He pushes it to the side where it hits the floor. Kratos is charging at Thor, and he calls Kratos a dumbass for doing it, which was damn hilarious.
Oh, dumbass!
Now for a second time, Kratos is trying to fight off the hammer again, this time with the power of Thor behind it. And now a button mashing sequence pop up, and you spamming it, you spam your button, you spamming it, What am I doing? But you lose, and well, this happens.
Oh no. I say when we're done.
This man uses the hammer as a damn defibrillator and brings Kratos back to life to continue the damn fight. Y'all don't understand. As far as games go, bro, this is a top tier fight. And Thor bear hugs Kratos into the air. Kratos is doing what he can, but to no avail. Thor slams him, and now they both take their mighty weapons and throw them at one another. Now they weapons clash, and they have this standoff. And these boys just talking shit to each other. So after they do that, they both call a weapon, and they hit each other so damn hard. pause, Thor's lightning got frozen by Kratos' axe. And at this point, I'm fanboying. I'm like, dog, this game is 10 out of 10. Game of the year, I'm saying to myself. I'm already saying this is better than God of War, the PS4 version. And Thor says that this reminded him of something. He says it's familiar, but he doesn't tell us why. But I believe later on we learned that Faye may have gotten in a fight with Thor, and it kind of happened the same way as far as the Thunderbolt being frozen. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember that's what the case was from my last playthrough. But as Thor was fighting and disrespecting Kratos, he eventually put respect on Kratos' name and realized, okay, you actually might be like that, even though you still ain't showing me what you used to be like. But I don't know, I guess Kratos got pushed to the limit too much, and he hit Thor with a punch that is felt around the damn world, with a punch that really would have made Ragnarok happen if you ask me. And you see this relief on Kratos' face, like you can tell how much he was holding back, and Thor also see the relief, and that's all Thor wanted. So when that happened, Thor says,
There's the god of war. Consider your blood debt paid. Be seeing you.
and he flies off into the damn sunset. And that's it. That's the fight. And it's beautiful from start to finish. 10 out of 10. And it really had me thinking, damn, could Thor beat Kratos? Short answer, no. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody's beating Kratos. Kratos has always been as strong as he needed to be in any scenario, as we have seen over the years. But damn, Kratos at full power and Thor at full power, I'd love to see that fight any day. But that's the video, y'all. I just wanted to really talk about that fight because it's been on my mind for a while, y'all. I love that fight, every bit of it. And right now I'm playing through the Valhalla DLC, so had to bring that up. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like, comment your thoughts, subscribe, obviously, because we are on the road to 1K. As always, I've been your host, Ty Toss Gaming, and I'll see you all when the sun sets. Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen.